probably get some waters and use the bathroom real quick. Take a little break. Welcome to Ocala, Florida. Right behind this gas station, you can see there's homeless people living. There's a towel there, so it's just random people just living behind this gas station. There's Interstate 75 right there. ¿Qué tú estás haciendo esto?
What?
Si tú, now you speak English? No? You know they don't want it. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, man. I got concealed carry. Why are you trying to sell me stuff, man? Get out of here. Go. If you know that they don't want it, why you don't go work? Why you do stuff like this, bro? Go. Do you make me look bad? You make me look, because I'm an immigrant too.
You friend me.
Friend. Hey. Hey. We come here to work in America, bro. You make us look bad. Why are you using the baby as a bait? Let's go. Why don't use your baby as a bait? That's embarrassing. Covered in gold chains, gold necklaces, and a $40,000 car asking for money. Says he doesn't have money for gas. Come on, bro. Unbelievable, man. He was trying to ask for money. He's like, oh, I don't have money for gas. We have to go to New York. You know, whatever, like a whole sob story about he's got to go to New York. The oldest trick in the book. I don't have money for gas. Look at this, guys. This is Ocala, Florida. You got people when you get off the gas station trying to scam you. You got a lot of vagrancy. This dude's just here. He's just probably homeless, maybe. But it's just crazy out here. It really is. Using a baby as a bait to beg. You know? Unbelievable, bro. He also parked in the disabled spot, which was already a red flag when he pulled up. But anyways, off camera, he was like, oh man, you know, I want to make this as a gift to you. It was like a box, an AirPod box. And he's like, this is a gift to you. And you know, we don't have gas. And when, you know, I was like, hey bro, it ain't my problem. And I said, get away from me or I'm going to record you. And he just kept going with it. You know, like very bold. Like the camera didn't stop him. What is that thing? Marriage service. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida. Gainesville, Florida now. This is like a public housing complex here in Gainesville. I thought they had got rid of this, but I guess this still exists back here. I was almost certain that this had already been knocked down. But you can see they put up new buildings over here. I thought they were actually going to knock this whole place down, but I'm actually surprised this place was still here. I ain't been back here in a long time. Time to leave. I'm getting some really hard looks about the camera. Gainesville, Florida. Riding his bicycle down the middle of the road. What the crap? Over here they have a huge homeless encampment on the outskirts of the city where you can't see it. But just driving to this side of town, you can tell the further out you go, the more homeless people you see. But there's a huge homeless encampment. And they, you know, I called the agency to try to see if I can talk to them. And, you know, they wouldn't answer the phone. They wouldn't reply to email. So it seems like they're either understaffed or they're trying to keep it on the down low. But I'm going to show you guys one of the largest homeless camps in Florida. And this is a legitimate homeless camp. And a lot of the people, you can see people just by the side of the road. I mean, just as you start driving through Gainesville, you can just start to see a lot of homelessness, especially here. But this is some part of Florida that even people that are from Florida will never get to see this part of Florida. But it's kind of rural and country looking, but you know, the homeless problem here is just completely out of control. So, but you can see there's just a lot of homeless people. And the crazy thing about homelessness in Florida is how well hidden it is. It's in places that the average person would probably never see themselves. Garbage can over there full of clothes. So out here on the outskirts of Gainesville, it's just another world that most Floridians don't even know exist. You can already see there's homeless encampments everywhere out here. Some over here. Looks kind of like a prison more than a place you'd want to be. This almost looks like a prison here. It might be a prison or something. But you can see there's basically just people encamped all on the perimeter of this little area here. And I guess they have it fenced off so you can't go in. So it's a very secretive operation here in Gainesville. There's signs here saying no trespassing. And there's actually even another extra sign. Landowner of occupant. There's even another sign. Basically, this is a parking lot that's only open at night. So if you're homeless and you have a car, you can park your car here. But in the daytime, it's closed, and they have to leave by 7 a.m. Basically, here, hidden in the outskirts of Gainesville, is kind of a place where people are allowed to be homeless. I'm gonna guess all these woods back here are gonna be nothing but homeless camps. In fact, you can see trails going off into the woods. And because there are so many registered offenders here, I'm not gonna venture into this homeless camp. It's just too dangerous. There are just too many registered offenders here. It's a very dangerous place, but we could assume that there's gonna be massive homeless encampments all through the woods here. In fact, you can just look through the woods and see shopping carts. You can see tents way back in the background. You can really just kind of get an idea. You can see people, you can hear people in the woods, so you can tell there's definitely some huge homeless encampments here. In fact, you can hear people screaming in the background, so there's definitely what I would call lots of encampments. So yes, there's hidden here on the outskirts of Gainesville, lots of homelessness, and you know, you can see people coming in and out of this entire area. Kind of sad, but again, it's kind of hidden in the outskirts of town. You know, it's not something you're gonna see you know, in a major city, but you can tell that homelessness here is huge in this little area. And that's kind of how Florida operates with homelessness. It's very well hidden. California dreaming on Chestnut. And unfortunately, it's gotten really bad in North Florida. I mean, the amount of homeless people and overdose rates and just everything that's bad is really out of control in North Florida. Now, Alachua County's overdose rate isn't too bad. Let me say that again. Alachua County's overdose rate isn't too bad because the city of Gainesville is mostly urban, and that lowers their overdose rate. Most overdoses are in the rural areas, but nonetheless, there's still a visible problem here. But it's interesting how North Florida, man, just it's in bad shape. I mean, it really is. South Florida seems to have kind of less homelessness and less problems than North Florida. North Florida is kind of, it's struggling. It's visibly struggling. You can just see it. All right, guys, so we're gonna take some back roads because Interstate 75 has some traffic congestions today. Like a little country road right here. Is that a police car? Beautiful country roads out here. So we're kind of north of Gainesville now. All right, guys, so I don't know what happened on the interstate, but there's a huge slowdown. So we're on some country roads. Looks beautiful. I've never been on these country roads. I know the area up here is pretty for its natural beauty.